Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio this week, we're delighted to have Ms. Julie Mussog, who is the CEO for Anne Arundel County's Economic Development Corporation. Julie, how's it going today?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. We're going to dive right in here. We wanted to hit on this first. What can you speak to about the county's unemployment rate for 3.1%?
Sure. So that was the December unemployment rate at 3.1%, which it is down from 3.9% in December of last year.
You like it.
Statewide unemployment is about 4%, so we are in a great position. And nationwide unemployment is about 4.1%. So by pretty much all measures, we're at full employment in Anne Arundel County, which is great, but it does present problems for our employers finding appropriate workforce, and that's something we tried to do at the corporation to help them assist in finding that workforce, and we also offer some assistance and workforce training grants so that their current employees can gain the skills that they need to continue to grow their businesses.
Wonderful. And something that goes hand in hand with working, beer. So we have 2 new breweries.
While we're speaking about that beer.
In the county. Can you talk to us about the new breweries?
Sure. We do have 2 new breweries. The first one, Crabb Brewery, opened in Odenton just about a month ago. And they have 5 varieties on tap, and I know they're going to be adding some new ones and seasonal beers. They're open Thursdays through Sundays right now, and I think they plan on producing about 3,500 barrels a year. Wow. So the second brewery is Chesapeake Brewery, and it's spelled different. It's not spelled like you would normally spell
like
Chesapeake.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, Chesepioc. So if people are trying to find it, they'll want to spell it to look it up. But that's located in Crofton, and they have 24 beers on tap.
24?
24, and they are open on Saturdays right now, but plan to open Fridays through Sundays as they get going.
People are so obsessed with beer lately.
Yeah, but now you can do a bar crawl around the county. Local beers.
Well, but did something happen where suddenly you could have breweries, or what happened?
Sure. In 2015, the county introduced some legislation to make it easier for craft breweries and breweries to locate within the county. Prior to that legislation in 2015, they could only locate in heavy industrial areas, which isn't really an area that people will go into necessarily for a tap room, because they're producing beer, and that's their primary objective in supplying restaurants. But having the tap room helps introduce their beers to an audience that will then demand them hopefully at the restaurants that they frequent and help their businesses. So that legislation allowed for craft breweries in some commercial districts, and then craft breweries and breweries in some light industrial areas, as well as there are some farm brewery areas. So in the rural agricultural area, you can see some farms. And we actually have a couple of farms right now that are interested in doing that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, as well as we think there's a couple other breweries in the works, brewing.
Some ideas brewing.
And
like it.
Brooklyn Park and Annapolis. So hopefully we'll hear something in the next year, 18 months, on a couple more locations.
That's awesome.
Very exciting.
We look at these numbers, these unemployment numbers and the economy numbers, and I think that the breweries is a good little window in there about what's going on the ground. And it sounds like we have opportunities also that are coming. So it's not like we're at this great point and there's nowhere to go but down. Right. We could actually continue that rate. I'm sure you know this. Tell us what the job numbers are like. How are we doing there?
Great. So there are about a little over 300,000 jobs within Anne Arundel County.
Available? That we have.
We have. I mean, employed jobs that are actually people in place, and obviously there are open positions in a lot of our businesses right now. I have to say one of the hottest demand areas is our cyber technology, people with security clearance. Yeah. There are hundreds of open jobs right now looking for that type of person. But with the 300,000 plus jobs in Anne Arundel County, we actually have more jobs in Anne Arundel County than we do people in the workforce. So we've sort of crossed that line where we're no longer a bedroom community. We really are a thriving economic engine within the state of Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, people miss the fact that when you start listing off all of the big assets we have, it's NSA, Fort Meade,
BWI,
Arundel Mills, Naval Academy. I mean, you could keep going too. I mean, those
Two
are some
regional
big,
hospitals.
Northrop Grumman as part of Fort Meade. So it's exciting. It's an
It is,
exciting
and
time.
add in 533 miles of shoreline, and this is an excellent place to live.
Perfect
So
combo.
It's great, and people really want to live and work in the same area.
Well, speaking of assets, we have EDC, the Economic Development Corporation, and what can you guys offer businesses? Small, large?
Yep. We have a number of services ranging from help with site selection. So you are a growing business, you need more space. We can help you look for space in a general geographic area you're looking for, square footage. We can also, if you're a new business, you're thinking of relocating to Anne Arundel County, we're happy to do those site searches as well. We also assist with the regulatory process, so you're having permitting, zoning, licensing problems. We're happy to sort of be the ombudsman through that process. We also have, for smaller businesses, a small business development counselor who works one-on-one with you to help develop your business plan, counsel and mentor you, and help your business grow. And if you need some certifications as far as SMBE or 8A, she's also able to help businesses with that kind of stuff. So we have that, and then we also have a number of ag programs in our
Yes.
Lisa Barge.
We have
The Lisa Barge unit.
and
Yes.
she's awesome.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's kind of a neat thing that we have. We're supporting the farmers markets, ag scrap tire, those kinds of things. And then we also have
And agritourism.
and that's been a big piece of Lisa's life for the last year plus. And then we have a number of loan programs. So we are one of the providers for the Volt loan, which is the money from the casinos, and so we do small business loans for that. We also have some loans very specifically focused on national security, as well as loans for people located in revitalization districts. So we probably have something to help those businesses. We just need you guys to knock on our door and ask. We also do workforce training grants, which is a reimbursable grant to help hire or promote employees and grow your revenue system. And we have great business development associates that can walk you through that process. And in addition to that, we also coordinate with the Department of Commerce at the state. So any programs there that you might be eligible for, we're happy to sort of walk through that process and make sure that all the businesses in Anne Arundel County are seeking out all the opportunities that they can.
Perfect.
All right. So how do we, other than knocking on your door, how do we, obviously if I'm a small business or business relocating or whatever, it's a smart thing to do to give you guys a call, because there might be something that you can do to help.
Sure. I mean, even if it's something I haven't mentioned, there are a lot of other programs, and just to get on our radar, we'll be in touch with procurement opportunities, training opportunities, anything like that. And the best way to really kind of see what we do is to look at our website, which is aaedc.org. And from that website, it's very easy to contact. If there's a program of interest, there is a button on that page that you just have to click, and it will send an email directly to the person that runs that program, who will get back in touch with you. If you prefer just a general email inquiry, you can email info@aaedc.org.
Got it.
Or you can call us at 410-222-7410.
And you guys have a fantastic Facebook page where people can stay up to date on what's going on. Exciting things like the breweries, which you're going to have to come back on and talk more about that as things develop.
We're very interested
we
in
are
all the
interested in
details.
that,
We
so.
want to know all the details.
Julie, thank you so much for
Sure.
stopping in this week and talking with us. Such exciting times for our county. And yes, if you're a business out there and you're looking for assistance, make sure that you get in touch with EDC. And we'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.